divas. Okay, so it's been a long time, and that's my fault. That's on me, and it's okay. We don't need to talk about that. We're here for new things, and that is knitting. I have decided to take up knitting. Now, I've been crocheting for like the last 4-ish years.
Damn.
And I have always wanted to knit because I think that at least for clothing pieces, knit just looks better. It just, you can do more things. I always like knit pieces more than I like crochet pieces when it comes to tops. So I'm very excited to learn how to knit. That way I can knit all of my dream cardigans and sweaters and things like that. There's another elephant in the room that we have to talk about. I have been bedbound for the past 13 weeks. Yeah, you see that right, a freaking cast. I've had this cast on now for almost 8 weeks. It's been about 7 weeks. And I fractured my 5th metatarsal 13 weeks ago. You want to know why? We can get into that later. We really can. But I have been going kind of stir crazy in this bed, so knitting was definitely going to happen one way or another. I decided to bring you guys along with me because why not? I'm alone anyways. So I'm going pretty easy. I'm deciding to do a poncho. I think that this is a good decision because it is freehand. It's easy. It's basically 2 rectangles, and if it looks bad, it's okay because it kind of goes with the vibe. Let's get into it. The materials, this is not a tutorial. This is a come kiki with Kendra and knit with me, and we're gonna talk. I will give you all the details. So the needles that I'm gonna be using are 6mm needles. Again, I'm using a crochet thread. I just got this from Hobby Lobby. It's Egyptian cotton apparently. And then God. So I did go ahead and do the pleasure of making a swatch. I know that is just so kind of me. It looks like nothing. It looks like some string, but this is a swatch, and it is a swatch good enough for me. Okay. I got what I needed from it. So I already calculated that 17 stitches is 10 centimeters, and so we need to cast on 85 stitches, and then basically we're going to be knitting in the flat, stockinette in the flat, so many rows. Shall we get started? I think that we shall. While I cast on these 85 stitches, I will go ahead and tell you what the hell happened to my foot. So it happened on like March 21st-ish. I went out with my friends and we went to go roller skating. I love rollerblading. I've been doing it ever since I was a kid. So that was like no issue. I got home, and when I was walking back up to my room, I live on the 3rd floor of a house. When I was walking back up, I slipped a step. I didn't even fall down the stairs, y'all. I literally was just like going up the stairs. Here, these are my feet, and I like slipped a step. I was like, ow, that kind of hurt. Like, oh, that really hurt, but whatever. And I went to my bed, literally like was filming TikToks and shit, and then went to bed. The next day, my foot is hurting. It is hurting. I was really like thinking that I just twisted my ankle or like sprained it a little bit. And I'm just like over analyzing my foot because it wasn't that swollen like you'd think for a broken foot. So I'm just like trying to think if I was dramatic or not. Couldn't even like take 4 steps. And that's what everything that we were looking up said. Like if you can't take more than 4 steps, then it's probably broken. So I waited that whole night. And I was like waking up in the middle of that night like every 2 hours, like foot throbbing. So when I woke up the next morning, I went and got x-rays done, and sure enough, that 5th metatarsal was fractured. Mama. If anybody knows me, you guys know I am the most squeamish person ever. Like I literally fainted and threw up at the 5th grade safe video when they started showing like people shooting up. Like, I cannot handle shit, and so as soon as I found out that the bone in my foot was broken and I saw the x-ray, oh, I was sick. I was freaking out. I was panicking myself. I was going crazy. I went to the doctor. The doctor, I feel like, did not like take me seriously, or I don't even know what the attitude was. They asked me if I wanted a boot, and I was just like, yeah, I definitely want a boot for my broken foot. And they made it seem like it was like a minor fracture and I would be healed in 4 to 6 weeks and back on it. Right foot, you guys, so I can't even drive. I got a boot. Every single time I go to the doctor, it's like I get x-rays. The x-rays look like shit. My foot still looks broken. And then she's like, okay, 4 more weeks. So that's the kind of trajectory that I've been on. And the last time that I got my x-ray done, which was at 10 weeks, my foot still looked severely broken. I still have a cast on. I will say I have been doing a little bit better. I'm able to put a little bit more pressure on my foot, which is nice, but it still hurts a lot. So it's very confusing and very annoying. Hold up. Enough talking about me. Have y'all been watching Love Island? Have y'all been watching Love Island? Because I have. We see each other. In this Casa Amor week has, it has me all types of like turned around, turned up, annoyed. And I want to kiki and talk about it. Now, if you thought that I was just gonna be like willy-nilly with my thoughts, no, like I have thoughts on Love Island, okay? But we've casted on 85. We are going to now just knit, stockinette, flat, as best as I can. Pray for the edges, because for some reason the edges like are impossible for me. It's obviously Casa Amor week, and I do feel like I don't know what is with this season, like, and the couples, I don't know why. I still feel like they're all just so new and not like that connected. It's just weird because I literally hope that I hope that every single one of them recouples up with somebody new. And the way that it was introduced was very much so needed, I fear. Like, and I fear that I hate that I said I fear because Anaya is overusing it in the villa. But as much as it had the pit in my stomach watching it, so I know those girls were feeling that pit in the stomach, the shakes, the anxiety. And Zach in itself is really weird to me because the way that he is so openly vocalizing his gameplay is so weird, and the fact that nobody has called it out, like, what are your intentions on this, because you're constantly talking about your moves and your gameplay, it's just so weird. And the fact that your brother was on it as well, like, for some reason just like puts it, like, furthers that like conspiracy that I have. However, after the pit in my stomach, and I'm sure theirs from Nova, get down. Oh my god, my cat, she just jumped on top of my TV and was hanging on my TV. But Trinity is my top A1 client. I love that girl down. She is so funny. I cannot wait for her to get out of the villa and see how much love she has from everybody, and I just want her to be happy. So whatever makes her happy, I'm happy. Also, when all the boys were like introducing themselves and the first boy complimented them, and so then it became a bandwagon of complimenting them, and then it became like is he gonna do it? Is he gonna follow the bandwagon or is he not? And that was hilarious to me because that's how I viewed it. I viewed it as, oh, he did that, so now I have to do it. So that was comical, hilarious. I know that those girls were eating it up, and as they should. But the one dude that was, I think he's like heavily talking to Jen now, maybe. No, he's talking to Kenzie a lot. The one that was like, oh, what do you guys look for in a girl? And then was like, a big fat ass, right? Like, that's good too, right? A big fat ass. That, I'm so surprised that he made it. After that comment, I was done. I was done. I was just like, but he made it. Kenzie's loving it.
I'm definitely satisfied with what she told.
That whole conversation with the Casa Amor girl and Corbin, the blonde one. No, not Corbin, Caleb. The blonde girl with Caleb. I don't understand why we're acting like she doesn't have an accent. It might not be a fully southern accent. It sounded kind of how like my southern accent is, where it's not super strong, but I grew up in the South, so I clearly have like a southern drawl to me. So that whole conversation where she was like, I can't even like picture doing an accent, like especially a southern one at that. I was like, you're literally doing it, babe. Like, I literally hear it, babe. Like, I hear it. Like, just speak and I hear it. Other than, like, I really hope that all the girls pretty much recouple up with new men that are better than their men. Especially Melanie, especially Anaya, especially Kada. Those are, like, all my notes so far of updating it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and continue working just because I'm gonna work a lot faster when I'm not yapping. So I have been working on it for probably like an hour and a half. This is how far we've gotten. Progress. I'm doing better at the purling too than I thought that I would, except for this edge right here. Something happened. She's looking a little wonky. I'm not about to redo this though. Scratch that because this end is just looking way too wonky. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm gonna frog it and I'm gonna do it again. I remembered last night when looking up poncho patterns that instead of doing the 2 panels, I was gonna do one really big panel and sew it together. So that's what I'm gonna do. We have made some progress. I mean, this is several rows. I'm just realizing with the thread that it's going to be a minute until we get the length that we need. It is the next day, and I did work on it a little bit last night. I got some length. We do have some mistakes already. I don't know what happened. There's like a hole right there, right there. Don't really care, to be honest. Like I said, I feel like this is like the perfect first project for me because I really don't care if there's like mistakes in it, if the edges got wonky at one point again. I'm okay with it. I'm kind of hoping that the holes keep happening, to be honest, consistently throughout. I don't know what I did to make them, but if they continue happening, then it looks a little bit more purposeful than just 2 random holes. For majority of the day, I have been working on it. And as much as I wish that this was longer, we still have made decent progress. But another hole was created. I don't know how that's happening, but it is what it is. I do feel like I'm gaining speed. Like, we're taking up almost the whole screen now. That's progress. I'm trying my best here. I really, really am. I'm really trying my best to stay focused and get it done, because all I can think about is how long the panel has to be to like wrap around my body. And that is making me want to. I'm so mad. I've been doing a whole Love Island debrief and I was not recording. I really want Anaya to get away from Casey. I just don't understand why he's being so like you can explore and do your thing without bashing on Anaya like that. The fact that you think that you get leniency and she gets none for whatever reason, I'm not fucking with his energy like at all. Trinity and Bryce, they were like somebody who like I've been off and on about the entire season. Now I'm just like, just let them be together, like please, like just let that happen. Like they so badly want it, like clearly. I'm excited for that recoupling because I do think it's gonna be a really sweet romantic moment because they're very clearly like choosing each other again. Yeah, these ends are like fucked. Sincere is so annoying. Him being like, my head says to slow down, but when I'm with her, my heart, blah, 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 blah. Like, no, mama, you're just a pussy and you just can't say what you need to say to somebody's face for some reason. So Jen's little conversation with Kenzie and her having that comment of like, is that just not enough for you? That shit killed me because she is so irritated and I get it.
I'm just sick of everybody.
But I am going to continuously work on it throughout the day. We've made some progress. The holes are still happening. I don't know how they're happening. I don't know why they're happening, but they are still happening. So it does seem like it's going to be a consistent style choice. Divas, we have to talk about last night's recoupling. Last night's recoupling was insanity. Corbin and Casey are just you. You can be in Love Island and be doing it for yourself and be doing the experience for yourself and also be extremely respectful to the people that you're in connections with and the other people in the villa. That whole little recap with the song playing, that was, thank you producers. Ariana, again, I am no better than a man. You are so fucking hot. That ass. Corbin with that eyes open kiss. He's falling. I fear that that man is deep. Fuck Sincere. I had to write that twice. Fuck Sincere. I cannot stand him. I am pissed that Melanie ended up back with him. I really wanted her to choose somebody else. Kata, I think, genuinely did want Zach. I'm pissed because the only reason why Zach showed up single is because Alana got kicked out for being a racist, and I'm pissed by that because I need Kata to know that he was fucking with that connection and he was conflicted, but we'll never know, and it's pissing me off that we're acting like he chose that. You didn't choose that. I'm so pissed. Also, when the Casa boys started like pursuing the girls, I felt like it instantly clicked what's been missing this entire season, and it's the fact that people have not been pursuing each other genuinely, and we've just all been sitting around having the same fuck-ass conversations. Thank you for not wanting to be chased. And I just felt bad for her. I could tell that she was so conflicted. I don't really know why she didn't choose Carl. That was a wild choice to me, and you can literally see the like instant regret. But she is a pretty crier though. She's a very pretty crier. I think that it's so interesting. I'm not a pretty crier, so I always like notice when girls are pretty criers, and I think it's so beautiful. And then I just wrote, oh, Titi, shut up. Shut up, Titi. I've gotten very far along. I've gotten to where I'm past the length of one side. So I'm hoping to finish this today/tomorrow. I'm home from work. I did go back to work this week, so I haven't been able to work on it as much as I was when I was at home all day. Melanie had me crying. Like, even at this point now, after watching this movie night part 2, and she's still going back and forth, I'm like over it. Like, that should have been the nail in the coffin. I'm done. Like, even Anaya saying like she's close to her last straw. Like, no, that was her last straw. That was her last straw. And I was so thankful for Megan for keeping it a little bit real in that episode and being like, you don't remember what happened in Casa Amor? I was like, damn, you finally hope the best for Anaya. Like, finally. Melanie ate with that line saying the prize isn't being picked, the prize is being respected, because that is very annoying. The fact that that seems to be like everybody, like, I know if Bia was still in that villa that this would not be the comforting words being said, because nobody is being real. Even with Kata and Zach, when she was like, why didn't you say that Alana got kicked out and blah, 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 that's weird. And they're all like, but he still chose you. That doesn't matter. He still fucking lied to me. So I don't give a fuck if he chose me or not. He still lied to me. Like, I will not take on this whole editing producer propaganda. That Jen and Gaul conversation, yes, it was weird. Yes, Gaul was in the wrong. But I swear they edited that crazy. It literally made zero sense. But when Jen talked about it later on, she was like, I literally don't even know how that conversation went because it was so confusing. The fact that KC is saying bad, no, this is wrong, when we're watching, like, during the recap of watching Sincere's clips, like, and it's KC saying that was insane. Sincere is the biggest villain in that villa, and I felt this way from the beginning. Yes, Casey had a really big villain arc in Casa, but Sincere been a villain this entire fucking time. He's been wrong. And I swear, like, this all boils back to that one game that they played where Trinity got outed for sucking dick in the back car. That game where he got outed for being with two girls at the same time, and like his explanation wasn't even good. At that moment, we knew. The girls not even being able to defend Kenzie, then being like, damn. She moves so weird to me. I don't really like her. I haven't really liked her from the beginning. Remember when she was pissed off at Melanie for like pulling Corbin for a chat? Also, Melanie, he can't fix it. Like, you just have to leave him. And I'm pissed that they didn't show the sign language. I'm pissed that, again, I just wrote, leave Sincere, please. Like, there was so many times in this episode where she was being so, like, seeming like she was going to forgive him, and I'm just like, please fucking leave that man. Like, please. I hate an Anaya hate train. Like, y'all took her fucking standing over Casey, and obviously we didn't get the full scene. Y'all ran with that, and y'all hated Anaya, and I will never turn on my clients like that over one action. I will never turn on a client like that. Y'all are fake as fuck for that. Called her a hypocrite. Y'all did all that. And now what do y'all have to say after her immediately, like before even going to the girls and everything, immediately walking over to the guys and being like, that was super disrespectful. That was super out of character. I definitely let my emotions get out of hand. Y'all be hating Anaya way too fucking much, and I'm not here for it. I cannot stand Zach. She keeps saying like, he's in the doghouse. He's in the, what doghouse? Because you immediately get cuddled up up with him again. I'm gonna have to charge the camera and I'm gonna have to come back to this. Sincere, you're a bitch for taking that bed. You're a bitch.
Oh, you want to get fucked up. You want to get...
Not only did your friends who said you fucked up, bro, who could not defend you an ounce after those clips being played, not only did they say if she's in soul ties, you give her the bed. You literally watched her grab her sheets and everything, and you didn't get up and say, no, I'm gonna go out there, you take the bed. What? You are a bitch for that, and I could not stand that. Melanie needed that ad boob tape. You know that ad boob tape that's going around everywhere where you like she needed that for that night. Also, why not sleep in the speakeasy? That owl is following you and protecting you, Melanie. Appreciate you after making you breakfast.
It's getting weird.
Melanie, I need you to stand up. He didn't give you the bed. What do you mean appreciate you after he did the bare fucking minimum making you fucking fuck-ass breakfast? You were literally sleeping with the owls. I'm hoping that my next update will be me like sewing this together. Let's hope that. We have major updates. We have finished it. We've cast it off. I even blocked it yesterday and she's dry and off the blocking board. So now I've gone ahead and marked where I need to sew together and I'm just going to sew this together and she is done. I've tried it on with this and I do like it. Once I finish sewing it, I'm going to try it on and then tell you the things that I like about it and the things that I don't. We're almost done. So go ahead and talk about some of the things that I immediately noticed that I would do different. I already want to make another one. One of the things that I would do is I think after blocking it and having it on, I would make it at least half the width that I did. I made it way too wide. It would look more how I envisioned it would in my head. And also I'm fine with that because it would take a lot quicker. However, I think that the length for the most part is pretty good. I would literally just cut the width in half. Other than that, I like it. I obviously would try to avoid making holes in it. Again, I don't mind them. There was plenty of holes in this thing, stretched like stitches, everything like that. I think it adds to the look. I really don't mind it. But here is the final shot. I think it's cute. Like, I think it's cute. Again, like I said, I think if it was half the length and it cut like right here, it would be perfect. But I do like it. It's not perfect by any means. I made it. Not much else about it. It's, again, it's nothing crazy. I like it. Especially this being my first time knitting. I think that it was like the perfect project to start out on. Wow, I cannot collect a thought. I'm kind of hoping to branch more out of my comfort zone and be able to do more of these, but we will see because what did Doji say? Anxiety. Bad, mama. So we're gonna try. I will be posting on my Mushy Dump account TikToks that I want to that are art related, knit related, crochet related, things like that. So if you want to follow me there, follow me on Mushy Dump. Also, if you ever want any type of commissions done, like if you ever see anything on that account and you're like, I want one of these down bad, but I can't crochet or knit, just hit me up in the DMs and I take commissions. So I will be happy to make it for you. I will hopefully start streaming soon. No promises there. Follow me on Twitch if I do decide to do that. Thank you so much for watching this video with me, coming along on this journey. This is also the Love Island finale week that I'm finishing this and uploading it, so good luck to Trinity. I had so much fun with you guys. Thank you for watching and bye.